divided into 47 prefectures. And well, out of 6,800, only 400 islands people live. Other islands, no people. Okay? And within Okinawa prefecture, there are 160 islands in Okinawa prefecture, and you're on the biggest island in Okinawa prefecture, Okinawa Island. Okay? And you're in the city, the capital of Okinawa prefecture, Naha city. California, Nicoya, Costa Rica, and Sardinia, Italy, and Icaria, Greece, and Okinawa, Japan. Okay? These 5 areas, people live longer than other places, but people live longer than the average in their country. You cannot see if there is a snake or not. You just sit there and you recognize when you get bitten. Okay? That was the situation, and a lot of people lost their lives from being bitten by snakes too.
During the Pacific War, the Okinawa Islands were the only populated Japanese home islands to experience a large-scale land battle. Consequently, many Okinawan people were caught up in the battle and suffered tremendous hardships. Members of the Japanese Navy Corps of Engineers Yamane Division dug a tunnel complex for the Navy's Okinawa headquarters bunker in 1944. The semicircular tunnels, hardened by posts and concrete, were 450 meters in length at the time. They served as the underground headquarters to endure the American bombardment and long drawn-out fighting and could sustain 4,000 soldiers. After the war, tunnels remained untouched for many years. The remains of those who died here were collected, and a part of 300 meters was restored around the commander's room and opened to the public in March 1970 by the Tourism Development Board.
The tunnels today remain as they were, when the Navy forces carved out this shelter with hoe and pickaxe to be a last and final bastion. May this site be used forever to pray for lasting peace, so that war may never happen again.
On June 13, 1945, Admiral Ota, with many of his officers and men, died an honorable death inside the underground. According to the Intelligence Section of the 6th Marine Division, 175 bodies were found. On June 6, 1945, Admiral Ota sent a lengthy telegram to the Vice Minister of the Navy reporting the battle situation and commending the self-sacrifice and cooperation displayed by the Okinawan people during the battle. In the message, he gave a detailed account of how the Okinawan people, both young and old, women and men, devoted themselves wholeheartedly in the support of the battle. He concluded his message with the statement, "This is how the Okinawan people have fought the war, and for this reason, I ask you to give the Okinawan people special consideration from this day forward."
her first baby inside the cave in the end of May. They didn't have any food, water, but she delivered her first baby in a cave, and luckily there was a nurse hiding together with my grandmother, so she helped my grandmother deliver her first baby. And all the people in the cave, they tried to gather water dripping from the ceiling in an empty can, and they warm up the water with a candle, and that's how they clean the baby. And the baby is my mother's older brother. He didn't turn out to be a good son, by the way. But that's another story. So after she delivered her first baby, she was afraid that if he cries, and if Japanese soldiers are nearby and hear him cry, they'll just come and kill the baby. So she was really afraid. So she kept breastfeeding him all the time. And since all the people haven't been eating for a long time and not drinking for a long time, all she could give him was blood coming out of her breast, being sucked for a long time. So that was the situation. And at night, at night there is no fighting, no artillery. Yeah. Therefore, people were able to go out of the cave and look for food. So my grandmother used to tell me she goes out of the cave and she sleeps facing up and move around this way. And if she hits something on her back in a field, in a farmland, then it's a potato. Okay, so that.
The Himeyuri cenotaph commemorates the students and teachers from the Okinawa Female Normal School and the Okinawa Prefectural Girls First High School, who perished during the Battle of Okinawa in 1945. 1 year after the battle ended, the cenotaph was built on the area above a limestone cave in which most of the school's casualties occurred. During the Battle of Okinawa, out of 240 students and teachers from both schools mobilized and impressed into service to the Okinawa Army Hospital, 136 died. They were called the Himeyuri Students Corps after the war. Besides them, 91 others from the schools died as a result of the battle. The horrific conditions these girls suffered tending to the wounded Japanese soldiers will long be remembered. From starvation, depredation, water shortage, to foraging for food, they will long be remembered in history for their service. Samuel Porofsky, my wife's relative, laid to rest in Chicago, Illinois. Samuel Porofsky. All the Japanese war dead.
There is a fire flame inside the container, and on June 23rd, that marks the end of the Battle of Okinawa, the fire flame comes up. And also, when distinguished guests, when, like, let's say, when Bill Clinton came to Okinawa, the fire came up. Okay, and these are the monuments. All the names are inscribed. All the names, those who died in the Battle of Okinawa, they're inscribed. And on the very left, US soldiers and the British soldiers' names are inscribed. And next, Japanese soldiers. And all the tablets from this main street to this side to local nationals' names are inscribed. Okay? And if you want to try to look for someone's name, there is a computer, you can search their name. And imagine that you're chased down to southern part of Okinawa, southern tip of Okinawa, and you have nowhere to run away, so people just jump off from this cliff. The whole cliff, this area is called Suicide Cliff. So a lot of people just jump off from the cliff. But you know, as you can see, it's not a steep cliff. You don't die right away. You got stuck in the middle, and there is bombardment from the ocean, then you die. That was the situation. And if you have time, there is a hill, and you can go up. Then on the hill there are many monuments from other prefectures, because soldiers, they are from all over Japan, and each prefecture has its own monument. Okay.